Hello, I am the Sim Racer Noob and welcome to my best race so far. And this is in Rennsport, which is a newish sim racer that's in open beta only on the Epic Store. So let's get right into it. So I'm just going to show you my qualifying lap. So we are racing on the Nurburgring, I think it's Nurburgring GP, I think it's called, I'm not too sure. And we're in the M4 class. In M4 and Rennsport you've only got the BMW and an Audi. So I've taken the BMW because the Audi isn't that great, to be honest. So I'm already getting a little bit better on these opening corners. I did lose time at the first hairpin, but I've gained time here. And I'm already gaining quite a bit of time, right? But there are a few corners that I kind of just always struggled with in Nürburgring. This upcoming corner, I think I kept improving by just braking a little bit later or trying to brake a little bit into the corner. We can see how much time I gained there, even though it probably still could have been done a lot better, and definitely the exit wheel would have not actually gone off track a little bit, but still 0.8 up, damn good, to be honest. And I mean, you can see where I'm going wrong. See how wide I've taken that corner. If I would have taken it a lot tighter, then again I would have saved a lot of time. So I'm noticing a lot where I do mess up, and I even slid a little bit there, but I'm still a second up. These next two corners I struggled with quite a bit, because this corner it feels like you can take it a lot faster, and I did take it ridiculously slow there, but I could never quite nail it. And this corner as well, it always just completely threw me about the best way to take it, even though I've improved on the previous qualifying time up 1.2 seconds. And generally throughout the race, this chicane, I think I generally took it quite well, and you can see just how much time I improved there versus my previous lap. And at the minute we're 6th in qualifying, which is that's really damn good. Could have taken that corner a bit tighter, but we still finish in 6th because we just dropped down to 7th there to 8th, and then we go back up to 6th. But that's good. I'm really happy with that. But on to the start of the actual race, and here is another place I have had a massive improvement. And it's the start. I mean, check this start out. And you can see how much more speed I've got compared to everyone. I'm up in 4th, and now I'm, 3rd? I mean, it's a damn good start. It was a good start. So what happened here, I mean, I couldn't see the corner, and if you look at the very top, you can see my FPS just dropped to 15 to 10, and it just completely threw me, and I dived the corner and yeah, span out. God damn it. But this is still the best race I've had so far in Rennsport. I mean, we're already up one place. An Audi span out. The Audis are not very good. Don't use an Audi in Rennsport. But now, because I'm far back, I can try to settle in and concentrate on getting a good lap instead of trying to push myself too much to catch the guys ahead, because based on qualifying, I know I can catch them. So if I can just get some good lines and take the corners better, I know I'm going to catch them up. And I think some of these corners I'm taking now are better than what I took in qualifying. So these guys, even though I span out, they're not too far away already, really. You can see on the left we've got the relative time slots. The guy ahead is 2.7, 2.8 away from me, but I do well, obviously knock it down. I think that corner's taken pretty well. I've already shaved off 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 from that one corner alone, 0.8, and the time is dropping. But yeah, these two corners I always struggled with. Now I'm really surprised here if no one gets punted off at this chicane, because I mean, look at it. But yeah, everyone gets through really well. Guy ahead is now 1.3, 1.1. I mean, I'm catching up to him. And that moment there, I think it was a good decision in terms of like the racecraft. I think I made it look like I was going to dive up on the inside, but I didn't, and it sort of spooked him. But it felt like it spooked him a bit, where he messed up his corner, and then I can just dive right in. I didn't just fall into being a complete dive bomber, because that would have been really dirty just to dive right up on the inside there. But that's another position gained. We were 13th and we started 6th, but yeah, still a bit more to go, still more improvements to make on these opening corners. That the corner before the one we just took wasn't good at all. But I'm still catching these guys. I mean, if you compare how far ahead these guys were compared to last lap, doing really well. Now, if you see just up ahead on the sand, someone came off, and I didn't actually save the. Oh, 2 people came off actually, but I didn't save the replay. And yeah, this happens. Yeah. Now, if you see my steering throughout that, it was like, I think it was full locked to the right, so I could have either gone off to the gravel or smacked into him. There's no damage in Rennsport. I'm going to say at the moment, I don't know if damage has come in, but thankfully I didn't take any damage. So, gone forward a lap here. Now I've caught up to these guys. You can see how much faster my own time is against my previous best lap. 3.1 seconds faster. I mean, that's what I need. I need to lap faster, but also lap sort of consistently faster. Get to a faster pace and keep that pace. So I did take that chicane a little bit more like carefully, because I didn't want to smack into someone like that. But thankfully the guy didn't come off. I think what I should have done is, instead of trying to turn in, is just try to go a bit wider when I was braking. But I just didn't. Brain didn't work in that moment. So what I'm doing now is, because these two have been a little bit argy-bargy, I'm expecting one of them to spin off or get knocked. I did not take a couple of opportunities I had, and I think that was probably the right call to make, just because of how these two were racing. And again, I think that's that sort of knowledge or racecraft, or whatever you want to say, increasing. And I think that was a good corner there, taking that guy out on the inside, covering off the inside. And now I've got the inside corner for the next corner, and I think I just tried to brake. Well, okay, well, it worked out right, and that guy span out. I'm like 99% sure I didn't make any contact with him. I think because he saw me on the inside, he broke later, and then he just went wide, and his back wheel must have just went onto the gravel, the sand or whatever, and span himself out. But we're up in 9th. 9th from 13th. I mean, we were 6th, and we did get up to like 2nd or 3rd at the start. But this fighting back has been good, and I would say relatively no major incidents. Yeah, I haven't. Well, I spat myself off at the start. I did knock that guy on this last excuse me, on the last corner, but nothing came about from it. So that's a good thing. But now I need to catch Samuel Newhouse. And looking at the times, my best time was a 2:07.9, his best was a 2:09.5. And our last laps, I mean, I'm still lapping faster than them. So we jumped ahead, lap 5, or the end of lap 5, still catching up to Sam. Improving on our best lap time again by 0.8. So there's still, still major improvements that I'm making. Dropping it down to below 2:07 now. I think that guy must have just, well, he just messed up. Maybe he had too much pressure on him. But now my best is a 2:06.8. And that puts me, if I was to keep that sort of lap consistently, I think I would easily be like 4th, looking at everyone else in the field. And I've still got room for improvement. But right now I just need to focus on defending this spot. The guy's up ahead there, 6 seconds up ahead. The guy in front of me is actually lapped a 2:05.6. His last was a 2:15, so I think he must have span off or something, but realistically there's probably no way I'm going to catch him up. On this corner, we have an actual incident. And in the moment, I thought it was his fault. But as we come up to the corner, I can see in my rearview mirror he's on the inside and going for it, but I just turn as if he isn't there. So I think it's completely my fault and that I've basically blocked him off. And I've made a stupid mistake that's hit him off, screwed me up, and screwed him up. And now you can see him on the left. He's actually pulled over and stopped. You see my rearview mirror? He's completely stopped because I think that he thinks he's at fault. So he's pulled over to let me past, and I don't think he should have done that at all. It was completely my fault, but now the guy I took over previously, he took advantage of the whole situation and he's gone past us, so I've dropped back down to 8. Now I need to battle to get past this guy, but in my head I know I'm faster than this guy, so I don't need to be too aggressive. And looking at the group ahead of us, I mean, you can see how far away they are. On the times it's 11.8 seconds or 12.13 seconds now. I don't think there's any way I'm going to catch them, but just battle for 8th is still a loss compared to where I started. But yeah, and I think that move there, what that guy did, he swerved to the left to cover the inside, then swerved back out to the right. I think that's like, is that allowed? Because isn't that making like 2 defensive position maneuvers? So I'm going for the inside here. Now that is a dive bomb, and I have sort of nudged him out of the way, but I think he was turning into me. But I still pull over there and let him past. But I think it was a bit of a dive bomb from me, but he still turned into me. Let me know what you think down in the comments below on that. And yeah, I mean, we get a bit lucky. I'm not sure if that guy who went straight past me was trying to kill someone, or if he just completely messed up the corner. I really don't know. Let me know what you guys think on that. I think he just messed up the corner because if he was going for me, he would have hit me. Right. But now, nothing really else much happened in the race from that. Didn't set any more faster laps. Didn't catch anyone. No one caught me up. And we finish in 8th. Now, calling this my best race so far and finishing 8th when I started 6th is obviously very strange. But it's what I sort of learned and got from the race. I was able to race faster and more consistently. I mean, my fastest lap was a 2:06.5, and that was faster than my friend Redcoat Viking, who finished in 5th, and he's using a wheel and he's been sim racing for years, and at this point I was using a controller still. So it's, yeah, a lot of improvement, I think. But this really, in terms of Rennsport, is probably where we're going to leave Rennsport behind in terms of races, because I've been racing in iRacing now, doing the Mazda races, Formula V, the ones where you only turn left. The Americans really like those. So the next racing video is probably going to be a Formula V one, because I just had a pretty good race. But if you want more sim racing content from a noob who's trying to learn and probably going to crash a lot, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about the race down in the comments below. Give it a like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.